Hello guys and welcome to my video tutorial number 14, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the switch. Okay, so to start we have to build a variable. So variable I equals to, let's say, 0, semicolon, and now we have to type switch parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis you type the name of the variable, okay, I. And now below you have to type curly braces, give it a space, and let's type now case. Okay, this means that in case of the variable that we have here between the parentheses, in case of that variable has the value of 0, okay, we have to type now the column here, column sign, and we have to type echo the variable is 0, semicolon, and we have to type here break, semicolon. Okay, so basically switch works to use different conditions, okay, values, and for each condition, if that condition is true, we run this code here. Okay, so it's like if we had a lot of if statements here inside. So let's make another condition, which is in case that variable I is equal to 1, we echo the variable is 1, semicolon, and at the end we have to type break. Okay, remember you have always to type the word break at the end. Let's do some more conditions. In case that variable has value 2, echo the variable, the variable is 2. Okay, and you can go on and go on, and you can do whatever number of conditions you want. Okay, it's limitless. Okay, so you can, let's break now here this. Okay, let's save this. So let's run now the code and see the results. So for now I is 0, so this code should run. Okay, let's see if this works. The variable is 0. Okay, perfect. Okay, but if we change this to 1, save, let's refresh, there it is, the variable is 1. Okay, and let's try the 2. If we change this to 2, save, the variable is 2. Okay, perfect. Instead of numbers, we can also use strings. Okay, so let's type here my name, Victor, and let's type, in case that the variable has a value of a string Victor, okay, echo welcome Victor. In case that has a string John, we type welcome John, and in case that has a string nothing, for example, we can type you don't have a name, or something like that. Okay, so if I leave this in blank, let's see, you don't have a name. Okay, but if I type Victor, welcome Victor. Okay, and if I type John, save it, welcome John. Okay, so you see it's pretty, this is going to be pretty useful when you have a lot of, for example, users, or if you have a lot of different conditions or different messages that you want to output depending on the condition, okay? If it's true or if it's false, okay? So you remember that with if statements, we had the else, okay, at the end, that we could use to output a message in case of none of the conditions that we typed were true, right? If all of those fail and were false, the code inside the else would run. And we have another word or syntax that we can use in the switch, okay, that does the same thing as else, okay, which is default. And default basically is whenever all the conditions are wrong or false, okay, the default code will run. And the default code is you have to register or something like that, whatever. Okay, let's type here. So let's type, for example, let's change this, and you are not registered. Let's say this. And if I type here, for example, Alex, okay, Alex is not in any of the cases here, okay. So if I type Alex as the value, I refresh, and you are not registered. Okay, guys? So this is how Switch works. If you have any questions at all, just send me a message. But I think it's pretty simple, and this is one of my favorite expressions or methods to use in PHP for different if conditions. Okay, if I have to type if, a lot of if conditions, I use the switch. Okay, so see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel OnClick Tutorials. Okay, bye.